Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. So, last episode we managed to make it all the way from the beginning of the sewers, from the warehouse sewers, to the battlefronts over here. So that means for this episode we need to obtain a ribbons pool that is conveniently stored here in the location somewhere near to the waypoint. And then we need to transport said ribbons pool to the Solaris temple, because Lady Diala wants it. And if Lady Diala is happy, she is probably gonna grant us access to the Eternal Laboratory, which is definitely something I want to get into because maps. So. Oh, there's a yellow there. Yellows are good for loot. Boom. Okay, this one was not good for loot. But as a general principle, yellows are good for loot. So I've already been to the Solaris temple, so I can basically just backtrack my way there. Let's see. Ah, ribbons. Vulnerability went up in level. Solaris Temple, level 1. This always features a couple of, well, I think they're guaranteed unique fights.
Stack of dust or brick out of place. Someone's got too much time on their hands.
With the two unique ribbons. And level 2 you got the Goddess of Purity, so it's always interesting seeing those again. I mean, Lunaris Temple, of course, has the counterparts with the coal fight, always guaranteed, always fun. Oh, was a door in the way. Also, stop shooting at me. It's not very nice. And as I remarked upon earlier, a lot of monsters have a lot more health. Or just a lot more just casual resists, I suppose. Not really worth mentioning, but they have them anyway. Okay, seal fight. Which actually sounds kind of cruel. Definitely not recommended if you're playing with a club-based build, like a mace or something, because you know, clubs and seals, they don't match. It's very cruel. Hello there, Infernal Seal. And that's that. Hey, of course, now I discovered that there was a ghost here. Ghost, I think your homing beacon is a bit broken. Oh well, managed to get a rare. Rares are good. They can be transmuted into orbs of alteration. Wait. What's this? Chrysalis. Hence the spell casting. Interesting arena. Let's clear out a little bit. It's very cramped, but once you manage to port out there, downstairs, you actually have a nice barrel to shoot at. Ooh, guarded by Rogue Exile. So get your Break Grip Talisman ready. Actually, I'll just plop it down. You know what? I will not cast a random curse. So that means just blow up corpses. That way, less corpses to blow up. Contains one additional rare. Right, let's put a totem up. Put this one up. And port out. Summon army. And just light this on fire. Alright. And I was too late with the orb thing. Then again,
I need more pockets.
doesn't really matter. More space, I need more space. No, that's great. Let's portal home quickly. Sell stuff.
Ask away.
Okay, so I mean I already have all these things to sell, but 2 6 rock items in one run. Doesn't happen very often. Whatever, I'm drowning in lightning rings, so I might as well just sell this. Put everything away. Let's see, currency items go here. Everything else goes down here. And we move on. That's a lot of blues. And they didn't have the decency to drop anything useful. Bad ribbons.
God bless you on this fine day.
Hello there, Orion.
God bless us on this glorious.
Okay, so stay alive for a minute. Very cramped room, which actually favors me. So enough kills made to summon up my skeletons. Just exploding corpses to ward off things in case someone decides they want to do creative things with corpses. Fiend Archon, did I kill it before the time went by? Yes, actually managed to kill it before time went by. That's here. Final round, just have some more minions. It just gets complete madness with so many minions in here. But look at it, 33. That is in fact the original number I summoned. But you get reputation and Elrian. A happy Elrian is a good Elrian. And I like the look of his hideout, so I want to get him to 7 so I can level it up one more time to level it to the largest size. Let's see, is this an exit there? Or is this just, yeah, see there's an exit over here. And the stairway down. Never ignore nooks and crannies, that's usually where the exit is. I learned through many backtrackings. But yeah, getting your hideout upgraded to the largest size, it takes a while. Because it just takes so much damn time to run all those missions. But apparently on Merciless there's quite a bunch of the masters out there. I suppose that's that helps. Right, so Goddess of Purity anywhere? Guess it's not this pool. There's a damage reflection here. Oh, that's a lot of them. And if it's only one, they can be handled. If it's just too many, it's better to quickly dash out, see what survives, and then once again re-engage them once half of their numbers have been whittled down. This is the Goddess of Purity. Hello there, lady. You're looking very golden today. And all she dropped was a yellow gutting knife. Even the gods don't have budget for decent loot anymore. Ooh, faster casting. Waypoint. That means Lady Diala. And the door. The door. So let's grab this one. This is also for the collection of things to turn into.
Leave me, not a cockroach.
See, as I was thinking, you also need to do the Magnetic Sulfide quest to unlock the Eternal Laboratory. So let's quickly ditch things in town.
At your service.
Let's see. Weapon stuff I can just sell. As I said, drowning in it. This is an amethyst ring. I'd like to identify it rather than sell it because now it's chaos resist. Hard to come by, but this is not a particularly useful set of mods for me. So this one goes into the stash. So we sort this, and just as a reminder for myself, this one goes into stuff for the chaos recipe. So let's actually try it. So we grab one belt, one ring for both hands, and an amulet. Then we grab armor pieces for the head, the body, the feet, and I need gloves, yes. And then we need something in both our hands. So you can go for a two-hander, but you can also go for like a sword and a weapon. And I think you also can go for a bow and a quiver. Basically, this every slot is filled. So you go to a vendor. You get chaos. So if they're all unidentified, then you get 2 chaos. If they are identified but they're not all 20, if they're all identified, then you get 1 chaos. And if they are either all level 20, if they're all 20 quality, no matter how they are identified, I think you get 3 chaos. So that's a way to get yourself a collection of chaos orbs that you can use to reroll randoms, or if you're into trading, apparently chaos is the basis of the currency system. So having some chaos is a good thing. I tend to look more at just how you can use it, and chaos is good because I have some items I'd like to reroll. And chaos orbs are good for that, and especially once I get into maps and I get rare maps, I already have some orbs of alchemy. Then you can also reroll mods on maps with rare properties with chaos orbs. So chaos is very useful to have. Alright, so that was a quick sidestep. Let's look for the dogs. good thing is, of course, that the docks tend to be in a relatively predictable location, always somewhere to the top left of the map. Here. Hey, a jack in a box. Found one of those earlier as well. Eternal mana flasks. Don't care. And here is the docks. So, currently level 64 area, then I'm assuming the docks is gonna be 65. Let's have a look. 64 as well. So, still 6 levels over leveled. So, waypoint, Tomatic Sulfite, return. And then then I'm just gonna check if the Eternal Laboratory is there and if I can go in. And then with a bit of luck, next episode is gonna be the first map haul run.
Not all murders, Ari.
And I'll have to see how sustainable the mapping pool is, but my plan is for now to at least run every unique map I get once on stream, or as a YouTube video. That way I can build up a nice collection of videos just named after all the areas, so if people are curious about what certain maps are like, they can actually find them with me playing through and giving commentary and things like that. Before entering into maps, I will actually check out the wiki entry for it, because the wiki page for the maps actually has a nice table with all the map names and a grading. I think it goes an ABC grading of A being relatively straightforward, B being more difficult, and C being really pretty insane, and that's maps that a lot of people actually tend to avoid. Or something along those lines. Basically, it will give you an indication of if it's going to be suicide, the map, or if it's going to be doable. And from the looks of it, the first couple maps in the tier 1 maps are pretty doable. There's nothing really crazy there. Some are more difficult than others, but I don't think anything jumped out as really don't do this. So I think that's a very positive thing. I mean, especially since I'm playing on hardcore, I want to go blindly into as many things as possible, but I also realize I've got a time investment into this character of at least 30 hours. What does the slash plate say? Today's 11 hours, so that's 48, 59, it's almost 60 hours into this character. No, risking that to go blindly into a map, just for the sake of going in blindly, might not be the wisest of ideas. Because I still also have goals like defeating Dominus, defeating Malachi eventually. I mean, Malachi on Muslis is also one of those things that a lot of people tend to avoid him. So I really just want to research those battles better before diving in. That's probably the wise thing to say about it. But as you've seen so far, I tend to play relatively cautiously, and I've only gotten more cautious as I've gone along. My build is relatively sane, relatively safe. I have some escape skills. I have in my my flame dash the movement skills. Combination of energy shield, life, and evasion, and a pet. And the totem, and of course all those foul skeletons. It does give me a lot of ways to disengage from a fight or to pull attention away from myself during a fight. But some bosses just have a very scary combination of damage. And there's of course now opening up a chest that introduces server lag or just any kind of lag. And no, it's in those. No, it's not even full seconds. It's just fractions of seconds. There, if you're stunned, and the next moment you just glitch through. And there's a bit of an issue. So there's something doing something scary there. Break grip. Oh, okay. Break grip's actually not that scary. Yeah. Boom. One shot, one kill. I didn't explore that, and that might actually be the place to go for the Tomatic Sulfite.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Just need a moment. I'll get back to that. See, situations like that. I port in, see a lot of monsters starting to shoot at me. My first response now is to port back out. I've reasonably honed that, oh, let's port back out reflex. I think it's a very good reflex to train, in all honesty. Has nothing to do with cowardice. It's just picking your own battles at your own terms. Because if you pick battles at the terms of that your opponent picks, or in this case, the enemy will basically just pick a fight anytime. But no, if you accept a fight on their terms, then you're probably gonna lose on their terms. So it's better to disengage and then pick the fight at your own terms, so you can murder them. Fairgraves, that means waypoint. Okay, then all we need is Tomatic Sulfite. Also, I believe I am actually don't think honor bound, but I think I'm quest bound to accept Fairgraves' quest and complete it, because otherwise I don't get my achievement for completing all the merciless quests. Also full of stuff in my pockets. Let's clear that out quickly. So this is just a tricolor. I don't even care about that. Belt, I can hand that in. Gloves, I think I was a bit short on as well. So time to restock those things. And that's a map, desert map. Probably should recolor maps to be a different color, just to make them slightly more recognizable. So I've got a dunes map that I've enchanted just to show how it goes, a crypt map and a desert map. If I find a treasure I'll probably gonna do that one, since that seems to be the very easiest. That's a very good way to get into it. I'm probably just gonna sort them like tier 1, tier 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And then just work my way through them. Let's see, jewelry, that's you. Armor, that's you. Hey, and this is a yellow brick grip. This is not a bad one actually. Resist all, lightning resistance, extra physical, physical to attack damage, extra rarity. This is not a bad one. This is going into the keeper's tab. It's a waste to sacrifice, just like this one. For my summoner, resist all, extra energy shield, some cast speed, some armor. My summoner is probably going to appreciate this in the early game. And maybe even in the late game. Okay, back down to the docks. Off we go. Let's see, this is another all blues, curse immune, accurate, phase run. Oh yeah, it's I replaced one of my running flasks with a phase run flask as well, so I can turn ghostly. Ooh, look at me. Nice. One of the nice things is with phase run, I think enemies have a 80% more difficult. It makes you 80% more difficult to hit because you're partially ghostly. And enemies have a very high chance of just losing their aggression on you and picking a pet or a totem or something to instead to attack. So in high stress situations, phasing might not be a bad idea. And this particular flask of phasing also has movement speed on it, so it still works kind of like a a quicksilver flask when I need one. But it's a secondary. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna use it when I need it to, but having it and then forgetting to use it is better than wanting to use it and not having it, I suppose. So I will cast Ice Nova, but I don't actually have anything to reroll it with, so sure. Yeah, let's just get rid of some corpses. Put this one up there. So here, all die. Thank you. Next up, blacksmith. 3 packs of monsters, so same deal, just explode it. Port out. Essence drain, or contagion, essence drain, they all die. And of course one of them had to run away far enough to not get hit. Always one of those, eh? Here. Also, stop following me, you creepy, stalking void bearers. This is it. Stairs down. Also, oh, Bone Spire. No. Not gonna get hit by Bone Spire. Not going to get hit by Bone Spire. Bone Spire lingers for a very long time on the floor. That is, as they say, it. So, portal out, we go to the Solaris temple.
A dash of apple.
Infernal talk.
How singularly remarkable you are, not a cockroach. Look at you, practically exuding a legendary nature.
I think you have proven yourself worthy of Malachi's crowning achievement, the Eternal Laboratory.
I've seen a great deal, apart from the innards of this temple. This
Wham. Wham. It actually has a waypoint. Level 68. Because that's the lowest tier of maps, 68. So let's look around. There's some nice sofas here so we can sit and relax. There's a table with some drinks and some books. There's more nice reading corner. Some fog out there. And of course mapping device. And here we can insert a map. Or 4 pieces of map if we so desire. And that's it. So next episode will be a map. As I say, I'm just gonna run the first map and we'll see how it goes. And after that I'll decide on a format. So I might just alternate between episodes, like do 1 episode of story content and 1 of map running, or maybe some more. Just gonna have to see. Also, just how long maps take. I have no clue. Could be that a map is done in 5 minutes and then there's no point in dedicating an entire episode to a map. Could be that a map takes 40 minutes and that it might actually be too long for just regular content. So we'll have to see. Either way, I'm very happy that we have finally achieved a milestone, and that is unlocking the maps. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. And with that, I thank you very much for watching, and hope that you'll join me again in the next episode when we finally start running maps. Bye bye.